Are you really seeing signs from your guides, your angels, your loved ones, or are you just imagining it? I was so excited to come on here and talk about this because it comes up multiple times a week from my clients saying, was this a sign? Was this a sign? Is this a sign? What is a sign? How do I get more signs? Like signs, signs. And I feel like that too, right? It's like, am I just looking for things or are they coming up? And so I wanted to jump on here and talk about that today. What are signs? How do we know that we've received a sign? And what do we do with the signs that we're receiving? My name is Janika. I'm an author, hypnotherapist, and I am also a psychic guide. And so I see clients all the time that have these questions and want to know if the signs that they're receiving or think that they're receiving are signs from their guides, are signs from their loved ones, are signs from their angels. Like, tell us, we need to know. And the most frequent question I think I get around signs is, how do I know if I'm seeing a sign or if I'm just imagining it? Like, is there just a lot of butterflies outside right now, or are they my auntie? The question is there, right? The advice that I give and that I also adhere by is that when you have asked for a sign and you've been really clear on the intention behind that sign, why you need it, who you need it from, what it is specifically, and then you receive it and you feel that it is a sign, then it is a sign. I'll give you a really, really clear indication of this. So say you want to change your jobs. This has literally happened the other week for one of my clients. Say you want to change your job. You want to quit this job that you've worked your whole life to have, and you want to change and go back to university and study something new. That's a big freaking thing to have to do, right? Like, you really want to make sure that if you're asking for a sign, that you're getting a sign from your loved ones, from your angels, from your guides, that actually is going to help you make this decision, and it's going to feel like a grounded answer, not just, oh my God. So if we use butterflies, like, show me a blue butterfly within 48 hours, because I like to give them a little time limit. I like to be a little hard with my signs. I want to see a blue butterfly within 48 hours, and I want to feel it in my body that that is my sign. And then you go about your day. So once you've set your intention, you've asked for your sign, drop it, leave it alone, and trust that it will come to you in whatever form that it's supposed to come to you if you're meant to have it. Now, if you don't get that butterfly, that blue butterfly specifically, then that is also a sign. So that's another thing I live by, that not getting the sign is also the sign. But if you've asked for that blue butterfly in 48 hours and you're all of a sudden walking down the street and you see a picture of a blue butterfly and your attention is drawn to it and you feel bubbling up in your tummy, or the butterflies yourself, or tingling, or like loss of breath, excitement, then that is your sign. That's your sign. The sign doesn't have to be the physical animal. It doesn't have to be actually walking outside and having a butterfly land on your nose. It could literally be that picture or that painting of a butterfly. There you go. Now you can get a little cheeky with your guides and you can ask for more. The trick around this is that you want to say thank you. So always in love, always in gratitude. Thank you for my sign. I see that butterfly. Thank you. I'm receiving the blue butterfly. Thank you. Now I ask in love and gratitude, could I also see a physical butterfly? Could I also see two butterflies, one blue, one orange? Like, you can up level. And I find that this can really cement the belief that, oh my gosh, this is really happening. I'm communicating with the universe. I'm receiving these signs. They mean something to me and I'm asking for them. So that's the case of, like, when you need to ask for a sign, do a specific request. I find the animals work really well for me, but you can use whatever. A rainbow works good for clients, like whatever the sign is. And every soul has like a unique thing that they usually like. Dolphins are a big one for me. And I go through a mix of seeing physical dolphins, because I live near the ocean, or seeing them on pictures. I had someone recently, I had a big decision to make. And again, I wasn't going to take it lightly. So I asked, show me a dolphin, and I want to see it within the weekend. And the whole weekend went by, hadn't seen a dolphin. And I went, oh man. And then I realized that my mum's partner had shown me on his phone that his grandkids were feeding dolphins. And he had shown me, I literally looked at the phone and I was like, oh yeah, there's my dolphins. Like, hello, that's the sign. So they don't always have to be the physical. Sometimes the randomest thing, you'll get shown a video of someone feeding a dolphin, and that's the sign too, right? So ask for your specific sign, give clear indications on how you want to receive it, be open to receiving it in the way that it comes, and give thanks for receiving it. You can even push your guides once you've got that gratitude in place and you've said thank you and you've received what they've said. You can clarify and you can ask for more. Thank you, guides and angels. This is a really big decision for me. This is a big choice. And I ask that you also show me this within this with love and gratitude. And just start to communicate with the universe in that way. And if you don't receive the sign, then that is also a message for you. Sometimes I find as well that we won't receive the signs when we are supposed to make the decision ourselves, when we are supposed to come to that conclusion, come to that choice, come to that option ourselves, and it feels like they're really quiet all of a sudden and that you're not receiving signs. That's sometimes because you need to grow up a little and make the decision yourself. So you'll feel in your gut which one of those it is. And the signs can come from different people too. So I gave the story about my mum's partner showing me. So that was like him receiving the sign and giving it to me. Sometimes when I'm reading people, their animal totem or their sign will come through me. Like I'll receive, just the other day, I had a client who I was seeing moths all around her. And then I had a moth come and land on my window the day before I read her. And then as I'm reading her, in the background, she's got a big pillar of a moth, this same grey color that I was seeing. So it's like, okay, the moth information and the moth sign is for you. It's not for me. The moths aren't for me. So this is a really quick video just to chat a little bit about signs, just to give a little bit of clarity. So I love talking about signs. I love hearing about signs that people receive once they've asked. So let me know how you go. If you're specific with, I want to see this, within this, in love and gratitude, always give thanks. And let me know how you go with receiving your own signs.